where we begin this story is on the planet of Gycarax. Gycarax is a planet on the galactic west of the universe. It is home to 226 million people. In 48 hours, half of those people will be dead. This is their story. It is a story that didn't have to be told. So, why am I telling it to you now? Because the universe is large. Large enough to hold your entire life, with enough room on its fingertip to hold the first droplet of morning dew. When great powers clash, it is not the redwoods, but the bugs that suffer. The small field mice and the microscopic amoeba feel the impact. Every missed artillery shell still strikes something. It still takes life. Not every story can be about the titans clashing, else we forget about the detritus they leave behind. Those shadows on the walls become just that, shadows. The people who they were fade and are never returned, as everyone that could potentially know them, that could remember them around campfires and through generations, is annihilated and brought back to that silent oblivion. Now, we hold on to shadows amongst the end of the world and pray to bury them. To hold on but 1 second longer, so that you might witness salvation, so that you might maintain something as titans clash. But here and now, it is the 22nd of Newity. The sun has just gone down over the beautiful town Trindisvarn. Trindisvarn sits at the base of a great mountain range. It is a prosperous place, rich in copper and with spring water fed soil. It has been here for 6 generations, and many people drink toasts to it being around for 60 generations more. Today is a day of great celebration, not only here in Trindisvarn, but across the planet of Gycarax. For now, on the equinox is the Festival of Candles. On this most holy of days, it is the duty of consecrated rectors from the Church of the Living Waters to light candles of the honored passers, so their souls might wander beyond the gate of light, so that they might reach peace. You are all preservers to the young Marquis Lucas den May Masker. Born blind in one of his eyes, he is the 3rd oldest child of the May Masker dynasty. It is their fief in which you now exist. They hold lands from Thousand Springs to Rock Valley, from as far south as their main holding of May Masker to the far north at Castle Carlier. But It is here, at this place and at this time, that they have delegated this sacred duty of performing the living waters' rite to Lucas, a 12-year-old boy. But Lucas is not alone entering into this town, as walking by his side are 4 individuals. Athena, can you please describe your character, as you are the first to enter the main market square of Trindisvarn, and how you are making sure this area is safe for the consecrated rector?
Yeah. I think kind of ducking in before the Marquis, sort of more on the side of his blind eye. Um, Dawn Silverstream is a 5'9" humanoid woman with dark skin. It's very warm in tone. Her hair is dark and in one braid, kind of flipped over one shoulder. Um, Her eyes are a warm silver tone. Clothes are pretty plain for it, both in color and shape. They're mostly just designed for unrestricted movement. And there is a bow slung over the back, and she just kind of has definitely been here before, so is looking to points that she has seen maybe once or twice before, both up, down, left, right. Just looking for anything that maybe hasn't been there prior, assuring that people that are, celebrating today are doing just that, just celebrating, going about their business.
Mm-hmm. And celebrating they are, Dawn. As you look around, you can see multiple circles full of dancers, market stalls brimming with not only spiced meats, but breads and wines too. The harvest came in just a few weeks ago, so the cellars are full. And why not celebrate the passing of the honored dead? And at this point, Caleb, can you please describe your character and how they are reacting to the celebrations and the lively atmosphere all around you?
Yeah, absolutely. You would see kind of more of a middle-aged man, about 45. Kind of got this short, dark hair. He'd be wearing some fairly plain armor. Got kind of these dark eyes as well. And I think Harlan would be. He's definitely keeping a sharp eye on the people around them, but I do think there is kind of a bit of a small smile on his face he isn't quite able to hide just as he takes in the festivities.
Gotcha. Then, as you kind of take in the festivities, what are you doing as, it is your job as preserver to make sure the young rector is safe and is able to perform his duties?
Yeah, I think he'd be kind of keeping more on Lucas's good eye, just kind of as like almost kind of like a reliable figure there. But as he's walking, he's keeping an eye out for kind of any suspicious individuals, but also kind of, I think, mapping out their surroundings, looking for any kind of quick pathways for if any trouble should arrive and they need to evacuate the Marquis.
Gotcha. Then, as you're kind of keeping that lookout, you kind of quickly glance over your shoulder looking for backwards kind of escape mechanisms, and you see kind of towering behind both you and Dawn, third member of your troop. Brandon, can you please describe your character and what you are doing in this moment as you are all beginning to enter the heart of the market square?
Yeah. Ruben is an older man. He's around 58, white hair, brown eyes, but he's 6'2". He's fallen probably right up behind Ruben, like less than a foot back, just um keeping. Just like if anyone gets way too close, he's gonna step in between him and Ruben, or him and Lucas.
Gotcha. Then,
And yeah,
as you can see, kind of a more drunken party goer kind of stumbling closer to Lucas. What are you doing?
uh, instantly Ruben would get between him and just grab him by the collar.
So sorry.
Watch where you're walking.
Reuben, let him go.
Sure. And Ruben will let go and pat him off.
And you can see the drunkard kind of goes ahead and begins to kind of stumble away as Lucas will look to you. You didn't need to be so rough. He was having a good time.
Yes, and then he trips over you and breaks your leg.
Oh. Well, I suppose I don't know if that's likely, Reuben.
Not impossible.
Oh. And at this point, Peter, can you please describe your character and their reaction to kind of this conversation between Reuben and Lucas?
Sure thing. Kind of like dancing, like to the music, skipping along. You would see this younger woman, about maybe mid-20s, about like 5'10" in height, seafoam green hair wrapped in this red and gold embroidered scarf, in this kind of flowing green dress. Come on, he's just having a good time. And besides, if Lucas were to get hurt, I'm here to help.
I'm not gonna stop what I'm doing.
Fair enough, fair enough. And River will start to kind of collect some flowers just along the path and weave them into crowns for everybody.
Gotcha. Then, as kind of River's beginning to do this, and people are beginning to move around, you would catch sight, Dawn, of a man kind of moving towards your guys' party, larger with a big pot-belly walking stick and some general holy vestments on them. Ah, ho there, preservers and rector! And he begins to kind of make his way closer. Harland, Reuben, are you letting him approach?
I think Harlan
Cautiously.
would kind of letting him approach, but kind of still moving to stand in front of Lucas.
Peace, friends, peace. I am the friar of this village. I am Friar Briner, and this must be our rector. Yes, sir. I've been sent to perform the ritual. Ah, good. And are these all the preservers? Yes, sir. I believe so, sir. Oh, good. If you wouldn't mind, could you please all follow me for a second? There's a matter that I was hoping that I could discuss with all of you.
Let's make it quick.
Righto! And he would...
Please lead on. Please lead on.
Thank you. And, he would begin to make his way kind of to a nearby kind of connective street between two main thoroughfares here in Trindisvarn. A place without kind of the stands and hustle and bustle that the rest of you kind of would have seen that would be now common around the various main gathering locations of Trindisvarn. But as you make it inside, he kind of draws himself kind of more into the shadows and looks to all of you. I believe that you were all supposed to gather one necessary artifact for the rite tonight, and I understand that it was my responsibility to get the other two artifacts. However, the bones of Rector Lagosman are missing. They have not come in yet. I was wondering if you had seen any merchant caravans or such on the roads.
Is that something
Not-
we would have seen on the way in?
No.
Certainly none that we would have stopped at. How long have you been aware that these have been missing?
Well, other artifacts, they came in, yesterday. So, there is that. And I was hoping that these bones would be found. The torch of the living sea we already have in our possession, and I have brought the vestments of Rector Score. But no, we did not see another merchant caravan. Right, yes, I was wondering if the young rector is skilled enough, would be comfortable performing the rite with only two artifacts. Living waters be willing. Oh. The living waters, they could be angry. Well, I mean, look, the artifacts, they will be coming eventually. We have gotten word that Quartz is being quarantined now by the Menfredic Order. Something about a disease or maybe some bugs or something. It's probably affecting travel on the roads, but if the artifacts were to arrive eventually, the living waters, it wouldn't be overly angered, and it is a necessary rite to undertake. I suppose it would be possible. Don't know if there is enough time to go and check the roads to see if the merchants have arrived yet. What do you all think?
And sorry if I missed this, but where were this artifact coming from?
Quartz.
Right. Well, it would be quite a feat to find them on the path. I don't think anybody cuts through the deep green, at least not with carts. But I also think, Marquis, you are incredible. I think that you could do it without them. Though I know that it may not have precedence historically. I would like to believe that the waters understand that we cannot be perfect every time.
I think that they might, yes. Probably. Could attempt it, yes. And if the artifacts would come at some point, I suppose there really wouldn't be a reason to go and look for the artifacts. Okay.
About what time is this rite supposed to be occurring? Just for reference.
About 9 o'clock.
Certainly very short notice. I don't suppose that there are any other artifacts that could at least be a stand-in for now.
Artifacts are unfortunately not a dime a dozen out here. Oh, we have, of course, the Torch of the Living Waters in our possession, but we have nothing else of that standard or quality. That's why we needed them imported.
I certainly understand. Only I would have known, perhaps I could have taken us a different route here.
If you gave me an hour, I could look to the stars and see if I can get a vision.
I would be willing. Perhaps they would say that the artifacts are close. That we would have only needed a 15-minute delay. Surely it would be worth it.
Guess I can take my horse out there to grab it if that is the case.
I mean,
I don't think there's harm in trying to look, River. I would guess that the right being punctual would be of more import than locating the artifact and doing the right late, but you would know. I would trust your opinion more on this matter, Marquis.
oh, okay. And you can see the 12-year-old child seems a little bit overwhelmed, but just kind of be nodding to himself. Okay.
I'll put a hand on his shoulder. The time will pass either way. We can, while River is working, we can get to our final location and at least begin to set up. And we will simply have to warn the Living Waters that our other artifact will be tardy.
Oh, okay. I can do that.
As long as we are kind and forthright, I believe the Force will understand.
Indeed. My teachers always said that a person of a true heart and a clean spirit is always welcome in the living waters? Yes, please, River. If you could please ask the stars. If the artifact is close, I would be very appreciative. Please and thank you.
Of course, happy to. And I think River would just kind of walk over to just an open like space of grass and then lie down to stare at the stars.
Okay. Well, I will continue overseeing the festivities. Please, if you need anything, or if you learn the location of the bones, please come find me. I will be around. You can follow the laughter. Living waters be with you, and enjoy the festival.
And with you. Thank you. We will come fetch you.
And, he will go ahead and make his way out. I suppose we're setting up then?
Unless you are hungry or are in dire need of anything else.
Oh, I am a tad hungry, Dawn. But,
Well,
I don't believe that I was given any money by my father.
that's what we're here for, kid.
Oh, I could not ask you to spend your money on me. I have
It's
rations
you
in my
asked.
bag, but I'm
Oh,
worried
come on.
to eat them unless we not have enough for the trip back.
It
It's
is
a
a
festival,
festival.
right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Let's partake of their food while we are here and give thanks to the harvest. I think that sounds only fitting.
Okay.
And you're right, we should save our rations for the road, so a hot meal sounds wonderful.
Another way to think about it is we're just giving money back to the community.
Oh. I do like that thought a lot, Reuben.
Hmm.
Let's see if we can get River something too.
Okay. River, do you want anything from the market?
Ooh, if you could get me a pastry, I would die for that.
Okay.
I figured she was gonna say seaweed.
Well, if seaweed would cause her not to die, I suppose we should get that then. I don't want to kill her.
A little bit of everything then.
Okay. And would the three of you go and begin to kind of participate in the market, kind of getting some nice food to eat and such?
Yeah, we get to play the best game ever. We spend gold on everything
Okay.
because we don't know how money
I
works.
don't know how much.
Yeah, I mean,
Hell yeah.
just kind of going around to every stall, perhaps getting just literally a little bit of everything. And then if they have things that might be more dried fruit, dried nuts, those sorts of things that can be kept for the road, I would pack up some of those as well for us. A treat.
Gotcha. Cool. So, I mean, with a little bit of everything, you all would probably spend all your gold then.
I forgot I forgot they only use gold here, don't they?
Gold is actually very plentiful here on Gaikarax. It is a planet with vast gold reserves. As a little bit of lore, this planet was originally in the Orient Confederacy before a gravitational shift shunted it out and across the galaxy many, many years ago.
Damn.
So it got a lot of gold in it.
Yeah, we broke here.
Hey,
This ain't the veteran
Inflation.
I'm used
It's inflation.
yeah.
It's fine though. It's worth it.
Today, the party learns about inflation.
to. Gave 500 fucking gold pieces to a guy on a boat once. That's Ragnar. It was fucking crazy.
That was really funny. He was so happy.
He got sunk 2 minutes later.
He had a lot of money though.
Yo, shit was unfortunate for him. But as you guys are doing that, overall being happy and joyful, River, what are you up to?
I am using my celestial tarot power.
Okay.
And I guess I want to focus in on what the future holds for the missing bone relic. Whether it is like I want to know if it's on its way, if it's missing, if it's hung up somewhere. That's the kind of details I want to see into.
Gotcha. Then, as you kind of take a moment and you look up at the stars, kind of blink for a moment, River, as it's not the answer that you thought. Stars are telling you something strange. Telling you that the bones are cast aside. They're lying somewhere. Maybe to never be found again between quartz and here on the road. The people who were carrying them are already dead. And their bones have mixed with the blood. And the stars twinkle and glitter. It is like this is the first drop of rain before a great tempest. And then the stars, they stop speaking. And even now, it seems quiet, despite the roar of the festival in your ears.
Huh. Oh, that's weird. I'm gonna go find my friends.
Okay.
I would prefer the term acquaintances.
Then, at this point, as Harlan, Dawn, and Ruben, you are kind of eating with Lucas Denme Masker, kind of having begun to set up some of the candles that need to be lit and overall having a good time. It's a little less than an hour before the ritual is supposed to start as River approaches the four of you. Oh, hello, River. We got you many things, including pastries, although I do wish that you don't die. So we also got you seaweed and an assortment of other things, like dried fruits.
That looks so delicious. Thank you. And I'll start eating the pastries and then just like same hand eat the seaweed, like still chewing the pastry. I am going with this.
Gotcha. Then you're just eating food, chowing down.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. The bones are kind of lost. Um Cast aside the road, it seems like the people that were transporting them are dead. Yeah. Not great.
What?
That's what the stars told you.
Yeah, yeah. It'll recap the vision as I did see it, as it was described to me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I don't think those bones are gonna get here soon.
And my worry is what is going to get here soon.
That's a good question.
I know it's a good question. Your other experiences speaking with the stars, have they been true, accurate?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Extremely accurate, actually. I mean, the future can change, but normally it doesn't.
Sometimes you have to swim against the current.
Nah, you gotta go with the flow with it.
You'll understand when you're older.
How old are you?
58.
Dang.
Okay. Hmm.
Do I know, based on perhaps having come here prior, how long this ritual normally takes, this rite?
Maybe 30 minutes to an hour, depending on the consecrated rector and the words they choose to say and how thorough they are with the ritual.
I'm gonna kind of put my hands on Lucas's shoulders. I think it sounds like we're going to have to be ready to leave.
Oh, well, yes, okay. I was hoping that we were going to leave anyway, or leave very quickly, do you mean?
Very, very quickly. We could. I would. I think Don looks a little nauseous. I think we could try and. Oh, if they were supposed to be here today. I don't know if we have time to go through the rite. Perhaps. I do not want you to shirk your duties because of an ill omen. If you would like to begin, it might be time to begin now. And we have to leave right after. Or as soon as something happens. But I have a terrible feeling.
Mm. Don't think I could begin early. The living waters might not appreciate it. But if it's necessary, I suppose I could try. My father, he promised me that I would do it at the same time as all the others, so that all our magics would be working together. But I don't know what he would say in this situation.
Probably stick to the time then and just get ready to go after.
Okay. I can agree with that. We can wait for it to begin, and if the rite must be interrupted for your safety, so be it. Our duty is to the living waters, yes, but it is also to you.
And the Marquise would nod. Okay. Yes, then I'll get ready to perform the ritual right away. And I'll try to do the best that I can. I do promise.
You always do. You'll do great.
Thank you, Dawn, and many thanks.
I believe in you.
I suppose I'm going to, review the texts then, just to make sure I have the words right. I suppose I shouldn't tarry once it begins.
Mm-hmm.
And
That
you
would be best.
you can see, this kid who is very prim and proper, feeling the gravitas of the situation, old for his age, but also incredibly naive, kind of walks off to kind of his pack and pulls out some, ancient clerical tomes and begins to read through the ins and outs of the rites just to make sure he does everything well. So he does everything properly for all of you. But at this point, while he is away, is there anything you guys are talking about?
Someone has a map of the town, right?
I have a map, yes. Don was already in the process of getting that out. Considering what we know about this town, having at least scoped it out, I am imagining, Don is imagining that things are going to get quite chaotic whenever the quote-unquote disease, the quartz disease, if you will, makes its way this way. I would like to know what route out of the city would have the least amount of traffic.
Gotcha. Then go ahead and, I suppose, make a mental check. And go ahead and add benefit 1 to this.
Okay,
In that plan, though, can we grab my horse?
you might go grab it now.
Make sure you watch the
Otherwise,
kid.
we're gonna have to leave. Let's see. I don't believe I have anything else to this. I at least know the fastest path to whatever I am trying to seek out, so that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm adding Navigator to this.
Okay.
3 successes.
3 successes. Then you are able to go ahead and plot out what you believe to be, the fastest route out of Trindisvarn. Kind of from the point of the ritual, in case something were to happen.
Then Ruben will look over it to make sure he's familiarized with it, just in case something happens before he gets back, I guess.
Gotcha.
Would that take us closer towards the mountains or towards the direction of the birch breeze wood?
There are, technically multiple paths that you could go ahead and take. I think the question would be, do you want to head closer to the mountains? You want to head closer to the deep green, to the birch breeze wood?
My thought is all of these paved roads that we can see are going to be the majority of people's routes of egress. So I would probably want to cut through the mountains to at least avoid the brunt of the people exiting.
Gotcha.
So I will kind of describe a certain point at the base of these mountains that if, for whatever reason, we get separated, that's where we're meeting up.
Okay. And Ruben, you could go ahead and, etch that path into your memory. You will not forget it.
No, Ruben will quickly rush to get his horse.
Gotcha. Then, as Ruben rushes off to go ahead, get his horse, Harlan, Dawn, River, what are you guys doing while he is away?
I would also like to take a look at the route and just make sure I also have it memorized.
Okay. Yep. Easy enough.
Sorry,
Go on.
do you have something to say?
No, go on.
If there are supplies, other than the ones that are going to be used for the right incense herbs, I would like to kind of start preparing just a small sort of burning of these herbs to allow us to leave this place, like to keep our exit safe, if that makes sense.
Gotcha. Then, I think as you would do this, you would go ahead and light them. And as the smoke would curl up around your person, you'd smell the air. And it's a strange thing on the air now. It smells of death, Dawn. Of fields full of dead elk. Of the broken promises of dead fathers. Of forgotten faith and forsaken piety. Harland and River, as you are kind of working now, you would smell a stink. Not quite as precisely as Dawn, but it is the stink of death and rot on the breeze. Like a sheet of far thick frost, it has begun to settle upon the town and its people. As sure, Harlan, as the rooster's crow heralds the morning, this smell tolls the coming of death and his heralds. And the smoke curls around you, Dawn, higher and higher into a sky that grows ever darker.
Dawn move to each person with kind of sort of an incense burner and just waft the smoke on each of us, and then kind of head toward Lucas, not to hopefully disturb him, but just kind of send that energy his way as well.
Gotcha. Then he would give you a smile as you would waft the smoke towards him and would wrap around. Thank you, Dawn. I do
Always.
appreciate it.
Dawn would smile at him. You almost ready?
Yes, nearly there. Well, I suppose I am there, but it's okay. Father always said that sometimes I let my nerves get the best of me. But I can do it.
You remember when we were practicing with the bow?
I do.
And how you take a deep breath in to steady your hand and exhale as you let go?
Yes.
Try that a few times. Help you center your mind.
And at this point, as we watch Lucas close his eyes so that he can steady his mind, we cut to you, Reuben, as you walk through the town of Trindisvarn, step, 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 heading towards the outer stables, step, step, step. You see people making their way past you, all heading towards the place where the festival is supposed to take place. You're pushing your way through the crowd. Most of these drunk assholes, they don't smell that stink in the air. But you would smell it. And you kind of stop for a moment, just confirming what it is you're smelling. At this point, you're maybe 2 minutes from the stable by walking. What do you do?
I think he tries to get, instead of like pushing straight through the crowd, get towards more like towards a building so he can use like the building as like leverage to push past people.
Gotcha. Make a physical check then.
Two.
Let's go, big man.
3 successes.
3 successes. Then using the building as leverage, you go ahead and pull yourself forward, handhold by handhold almost, as you're able to get through now the surging river of people. And now you can see the stable. It is within your sight. But it seems darker there. Darker than you would have expected. What do you do?
I guess they're turning off the lights to frickin' see the ones in town better, and he'll pull one out of his pack.
Pull out a torch. Wrapped in old cloth, doused in resin with just a bit of oil. It will light at the flick of a single spark or a strong hit against the side of a rock or other building. A quick light.
Yeah. As soon as I get closer to the building, I'll light it.
Gotcha. You light it. The flame begins to burn. As you go ahead and look through, you see the horses inside. The stable's about half full. And as you look through, you see your horse, maybe 50 feet away, prancing and whinnying in their stable. What is your horse's name?
And Ruben will start moving towards it. Come on, Bets. We need to get moving.
As you kind of head towards Betts, you go ahead and make your way into kind of the corridor between all the stables. And as you go ahead and round that corridor, you see a half-eaten body in front of you.
What the fuck?
Used to be a person. Think
Immediately
so.
draw my saber.
Shh. As you go ahead and draw the saber, looking down, you can see glittering white bone among scraps of flesh and torn clothing.
Ugh.
And as you kind of look around, you can see that in a few other stables, other horses have met a similar fate.
rushing over to Bets now to get out of here.
Gotcha. And as you begin to rush over to Bets, you begin to saddle up the horse, getting up on the stirrups, and as you kind of open up the stable itself, getting on your mount, you can see across the way, be 40 feet, there is a creature sitting there. 4 limbs, long white tail. You see it has these 2 red eyes. It sits perched. Blood on these long teeth that protrude from its mouth. It's like fangs. As it sits there, it is not larger than your hand. It is small, Reuben. And yet it fills you with some ominous sort of dread. What do you do?
Think. Just kind of slow movements as like Ruben keeps the saber kind of pointed at it. And he's just gonna start slowly walking out.
As you then go ahead, give a quick tug on the reins, Bets begins to clop out of the stable. As that happens, at the corner of your vision, you see another one of these creatures. And another. And another.
Let's go. Aye, aye.
And then as you go ahead, spur the horse, you hear the whinny of another mare behind you as the damn things take it. And you leave behind what happens. At this point, we go ahead and we cut back to Harland, River, and Dawn, as now the 9 o'clock hour has begun to come round, as now Lucas looks to all of you. I suppose I'm ready. Don't see Reuben, though.
I'll go keep an eye out for him. You won't have to worry about that.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course. All you have to focus on is getting those words right, right?
Yes, of course.
You're a smart kid. You'll do well.
Thank you, Dawn.
Of course. Dawn will move closer to the entryway. Are there windows out that way? Or is
You're
it
out in
just
the middle of the open. You're not.
Oh, we are. Okay, I was
Yeah.
imagining we were in a building. My apologies.
No. This
I
is
understand.
this is a festival. This is not
Okay.
something done in a church. There are unlit candles around everywhere. People are funneling in.
Okay, my apologies. I'll try and put myself in a place where I have a wide view range and just look for that big ass white haired man and a horse. I assume nobody else has horses out right now, so that's a pretty good.
Gotcha. And Harlan, River, are you kind of helping Lucas to get to the right position?
And as River does, they'll just say, "You're gonna do a great job." And they've turned like what was originally going to be like a flower crown into like a necklace, but they specifically used very like strong smelling wildflowers to try and mask the scent of death in the air for Lucas so that they can properly focus.
Okay. It looks very beautiful, River. Thank you.
I'm just happy you're happy.
I'm a little nervous. But
That's normal.
it is.
Yeah. But there's no need for it because I know you're going to do an amazing job.
Thank you. Then, River, how do you stay so carefree? It's like it's so easy for you.
I like to just go with the flow for whatever comes my way.
Okay. Go with the flow. Yes. And Lucas would kind of go and try and give you a hug.
I'll give him a hug back.
And then he would kind of straighten his flowers and go, and he would begin to go ahead and kind of walk up to the podium. He would begin to clutch in one hand the torch of the living waters. It is a barnacle-encrusted torch. And as Lucas Den Maymasker begins to speak the ancient words preserved in the histories of this land, this barnacle-covered torch alights. The flame is this deep orange color, Harlan. It swirls around as Lucas would begin to chant. And as he would chant, he would begin to walk around kind of this raised dais as the people would begin to chant back at him. This group ritual. And as the words begin to flow, would you begin to chant, Harlan?
What?
Then, as you chant, what is it you now think about?
I think his thoughts are drifting toward the vision that River said she had, specifically about the deaths being drops before a storm, essentially. I think his mind is on that meaning and how we can prevent it.
Mm-hmm. And as you kind of think, far off, kind of in the administrative building, you would begin to hear the bells ringing. They would chime across the town of Trindisvarn. And as people would begin to sway to their ringing, we would go ahead and cut to you, Dawn. As you are looking out, and you would see Reuben on horseback, riding towards you at probably not full gallop as he's moving through the crowds, but at least a canter. Reuben, what would you be doing at this time?
Before like he got to the crowd, would there have been like guards on like that, the back, on the back side of the crowd?
No.
Oh, yet. Damn, Ruben would just be pushing through then. He looks a little more serious than usual.
Gotcha.
Trying to get to Lucas as fast as he can without, hurting people.
Mm-hmm. Then, Dawn, what are you doing? As you see Reuben kind of making his way through the crowd.
Yeah, I can definitely see the look on his face. And looking at the crowd, it looks like they're still enthralled right now. Nobody's really clocked that something is going on.
Not really.
Other than the horse coming at people.
Yeah, I mean, they are, like moving aside. Like there seems to be like some who are, perhaps, a bit agitated by the horse, but, they are drunk and they're engaging in festivities.
Dawn puts two fingers in her mouth and gives like a low whistle to alert the other two.
Make a physical check.
She's...
See how loud you can whistle.
Okay. Won't add anything to this. One success.
One success. You whistle. But it is drowned out by the bells, Dawn. Those damn bells. They keep ringing. And with each ring, that smell of death begins to grow. More and more and more. Until Harlan, you would open your eyes and you would see Lucas light the last candle, the last torch. With this, you would feel the energy of the living waters begin to spin up around all of you as the veil between the living and the dead thins. As motes of light begin to rise from the waters all about this place and from the candles themselves, the energy going back through the gates. But a gate, Harlan, it goes two ways. River, what would you think as the stars begin to go completely dark and your curse releases you?
Fear just courses through me because it only ever does that in very particular situations. We are in a lot of danger now. Hey, guys, we have to go.
And, I mean, as you say this, you know, the only one near you now, maybe 20 paces away, is Harlan. He's kind of looking up now at the raised dais that Lucas is on, as he's kind of finished saying the rites. The energy's beginning to flow, but you would see now, River, on his face, like he can tell something is wrong.
River just shouts at Harlan to try and get his attention, but they run towards Lucas.
Gotcha.
Make sure they stay safe.
Go ahead and make a physical save for me, River.
Oh, a save?
A save.
Ooh. Okay. I got one.
You got one. Then you would be able to go ahead and stay on your feet, at least a little bit, as you now would go ahead and watch as the space between you and Harlan would begin to erupt. Something would change and darken as you would watch as in front of you a portal, red and crackling, would begin to open. The people, they would begin to scream now as that veil weakens. Reuben, you would hear the screaming as you and your steed gallop forward. And then you would see them. A flood making its way out of this portal as millions of these creatures begin to spill forth. Dawn, you see them, black with red eyes, moving like a wave of black, hungering flesh. People near the portal scream, crying out. But you watch as nearly instantly these creatures ravage and run them over. And as they spill out, in the sky, you would see these almost like permanent red streaks of lightning begin to appear, Harlan. and you would see the red glows of other portals beginning to open. At this point, as the invasion has now well and truly begun, I'm going to ask all of you to go ahead and roll for order.
Ooh.
I'll give up my background.
Are we initting?
Are we what?
Slash init? Or our...
No.
Okay, cool.
What the fuck?
Oh,
Oh, poor buddy.
I'm blowing my shit smooth off.
Yeah.
Smooth off.
Fuck! Damn.
Okay, River, what you get?
I got 10.
10. Okay. Very nice, very nice. Harlan.
also a 10.
So a 10. Okay. Dawn. Dawn.
Oh, sorry, 3. Sorry. I was so concerned about Lucas.
Okay, Ruben.
6. I'm Ruben. Yes.
Yes. Now, the invasion swarm. 8.
Balls.
As at this point, Harlan, you are up first as you are watching these creatures spill out of this closest portal.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to... Shit. I will Fighting Spirit Dawn as my background action.
Okay?
Is that an increased damage rating?
Yep.
Yeah, +1 to both you and myself.
Okay, cool.
Gonna... I didn't mean to ping that. I was trying to drag stuff. I think I'm gonna slide... Because... I think I'm gonna slide down here and start, I guess, hacking at these ones to kind of create a path of least resistance for Lucas and River.
Okay.
I have Onslaught, which gives me an extra 46. And my damage rating is now 6 because of Fighting Spirit. 24 damage.
24. They will go ahead and take this on health blocks.
I have sheer.
Yeah, as you begin to cut through them and the swarm begins to shriek and then starts to orient itself kind of towards you.
Okay. Shit. I don't... I'll stay there and end my turn.
Okay, River, you're up.
Based off of the plans that were said, which path is the best way to take for us to get out of here?
So,
From what Dawn found?
Northern Path.
Northern path. Okay. Alright, I gotta get Lucas out of here first. Would I be able to grab him with a background action?
You can make a physical check for it.
Okay. I'm willing to do that. So, run up here. Physical check. I actually get one more dice. I'll go ahead and I'll burn one of my club cards to give myself 2 successes on this.
Okay, then you could go ahead and you could scoop up Lucas.
Alright, so then rest of my movement, let's see, I moved 10 so far. I have a total of 40. Can move us here, and then.
I was just, gonna say maybe go a bit diagonal in case they had Warden, but
Oh,
seems to be too far.
That was a good thought, though. And then I can. Let's
Can I
see.
ask a quick question?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, of course.
My horse is my horse strong enough to like pull this wagon with people? That we probably wouldn't be able to get through the city. That'd probably cause more of a problem, actually.
I mean, it would definitely be strong enough to move the wagon, but you'd be hauling a wagon. Like,
Yeah. I think that would just slow us down. The wagons do not move fast.
yeah, like that. Pros and cons, essentially.
Yeah. No, I like our chances better without the
Okay.
wagon.
Alrighty. So, and then I can action. Do you guys want me to get Lucas all the way over here? Because I can dash that far.
If I action dash, I could get around here. If he's within 20 feet of me, I could potentially chosen protector him if
Okay.
a problem arises.
Okay. So you want me to drop him off about right here where I'm pointing?
Yeah, I think that anywhere within that this 15-foot range. Yeah, so anywhere close to the tire basically. Just start
Okay.
moving that way.
Then I'll action dash and position us so that we are by that tire within range of what Ruben needs to protect Lucas.
Okay.
Yep, that's good for me.
Okay. And I'll just be right here next to him. That's going to be my turn.
Gotcha. Then it will be the turns of the invasion swarm. See, the swarm closest to Harlan would stay there. Then the other two would go ahead and background action teleport.
Oh,
As you watch as they begin to leap forward, as portals begin to open up around them, and then each one starts to spill out on essentially the head of River, Lucas, and Dawn. So, we will start first with Harlan as the invasion swarm attacks. 18 damage to you, Harlan.
18.
This has piercing 20, so it ignores up to 20 shield rating.
I'm so happy I didn't take a shield.
Yeah, my shield rating 0 anyway.
Well, that's good.
Okay. I'll stamina that.
Okay. Let's see. Next, the swarm will make one attack at River and one attack at Lucas. For the invasion swarm, if the swarm isn't missing a health block, the swarm gains benefit 2 on damage rolls with their bite attacks. First one is going to go ahead and be at River. For only 12.
Can I give that to Lucas?
No.
No, Lucas. I'll take that on stamina.
Okay, this will be at Lucas. For 30. As he will take it on stamina, diving out of the way of their gnashing teeth. And let's see here. River, go ahead and roll a d3 for me.
I got a 2.
A 2. Then 2 more swarms pour out of the portal at the end of the turn. Ruben, you're up.
Okay. Fortunately, I can only... If I wanted to attack, I can only move 30 feet. But I think... Yeah, my best play is just to action dash.
Does your
And
horse
just-
give you extra movement?
No, I assume.
I mean, it does.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, horse has a movement of 90 feet.
Holy shit. We smacking some rats then.
Nice, good for you. Man,
Yeah.
additional 90 feet's crazy.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna pull out the lance on the side of Bets. And we're going for, I mean, this one's kind of out of the way, so I'm gonna have to lance this one. As Ruben to the rescue. Let's see here. Dice, dice, dice. Dice, dice. There's my lance attack. For 24 damage, then I also get to flip a coin, and I call tails.
Okay. Are you flipping it? Okay.
Yeah, I flipped it now.
Heads.
Balls.
So,
No 14 extra damage.
the rats have a feature called swarming. The invasion swarm can distribute damage to other swarms within 5 feet of them. They will distribute that 12 damage equally to both swarms. Each swarm has a shield rating of 10. They will each take 4 or 2 damage on stamina. As they are shifting and moving all around you, you have a lance, Ruben. It would be a devastating charge against a single opponent, but these things, there are so many creatures, but moving is one.
Alright, with that, then Ruben's gonna reposition a little bit. I think that's should have been 50. That's an extra 20 to get. Yeah, I'm comfortable with right there.
Okay. Is that your turn?
That's yep. I don't have a background.
All right, Dawn, you're up.
Oh my god. Harlan, what is your movement?
My movement is 40 feet.
Oh god. Shit, you hit this one?
I did hit this one.
Fuck. Okay. I have time. I'm thinking. Just fucking sticking my fingers in my mouth, whistling super loud. We need to get out of here! And I'm going to give you my background action. You can immediately move 20 feet. Then
Thank
wherever you want to go.
Still take the detriment.
Yeah.
You gotta get the fuck out of there. We need to leave. We're not winning.
I'll go ahead and move that way and take the. I assume that's stat 2.
Yes.
I'm gonna run up. I'm back this way as I'm going. Lucas, head towards the stalls. We need to get out of here. Everyone else will follow.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna try and fire on this storm. Or this storm? Swarm.
Yeah. The storm.
Rat storm. Alright. 3 is it, and I get. I am 50 feet away from it, so I get to roll benefit that. And I have. Would River be within 5 feet of this one?
Yes.
Okay. Couldn't tell.
I forgot my outnumbering. I'm dumb.
Might have made all the difference.
7. I don't think I have anything else. Just checking. Okay. 21 damage?
21, they will spread 10 to one, 11 to the other, as the one you shot at will take that on stamina.
Alright, that's That's me.
Okay. Be Lucas's turn. So Lucas will go ahead, move out, taking the detriment, and will be able to make it to right there before he can go no further. Lucas has the following feature. Fearful. If an ally is not within 10 feet of Lucas during combat, he gains the terrified condition. While terrified, Lucas cannot take actions or move. He immediately ends his turn. The terrified condition can be removed as an action. As, like, you can see fear just grip him, Dawn, as his legs physically will not carry him farther away. As instead, he is going to go ahead and do Blessing of the Living Waters on... Yeah, on Harlan. So, Harlan, you can go ahead and gain 3 stamina points, move 5 feet, and gain 2 hero points. Holland, we need to go!
Yep, I'll go ahead and move my 5 feet and take my stamina and hero points.
Okay. And then that is all that Lucas can do. Harlan, you're up.
Alright. I'm gonna... believe I can make it to there. And then just to kind of hopefully maybe get them off us. Background action, fighting spirit. I'll plant it on Ruben.
Okay.
And then I'll take my swing at detriment 2, but plus 1 die because I have a friend. Ooh. With the new hero points I just got, I'll reroll 2 of those. Damn. 12 damage.
Well, they split it evenly between the two of them. And as you attempt to slash into them, really break them apart with your Warhammer, they are just constantly moving. Harlan, you can't get a beat on them. Gain a hero point back, but they don't suffer any damage.
Ah, shit. Alright. That was everything I can do.
Okay, River, you're up.
All right. I gotta stay by Lucas. Let's see. Would I have to do another physical check to grab him?
Yes, I think so, but at benefit 1, since you've done it before.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm not gonna have enough movement. Do you guys want me to leave the field with Lucas?
Dude, we gotta go. We gotta
Okay.
go. So if you can
Okay.
get
Get outta
off,
here.
go. We
Get him off and
know
go.
where we're meeting up. Everybody knows that we're going to the base of the mountains. Get the fuck out of here.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, I can do that, Caleb.
Thank you, King.
Okay, so then here's my roll. Damn. I have another club card I'll use. So I gain 2 successes.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay, and then action dash get us off of the field.
Okay.
What gave you that initial... The first time you rolled 3d6.
Oh yeah,
You missed
I forgot. Yeah, I was missing one. It's I didn't call it. I forgot about that's on me.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's it for my turn since I'm out of the field.
Gotcha. Then it's River's turn. It's the invasion swarm. And yes, Surge still does apply, Caleb. It is good that it will apply. The swarms will come in. this point. We'll go there. And we'll just begin teleporting all around. Actually, we'll go there.
That's fair. I did hit one of you.
Yeah, that's optimal damage. So, here we go. Let's see. First, yeah. They're going to go ahead and launch 3 full-powered attacks into Harlan as they surge forward. Harlan, jaws gnashing, eyes red, hunger gurgling up from their throats into a pained screech as they attack. It's even going to be more because they have friends. So that's 36 damage for the first.
Ooh, I got 34. I have to armor block that.
Okay, this says sheer.
How much?
Sheer 1.
Okay. 1 armor, 1 health.
Okay. Then go ahead, roll for an injury.
Yay.
Mm.
11.
You lose a hero point if you're able.
Okay, I still got 6.
Next, another attack into Harlan for 42.
42. Okay. Yeah. So, Chosen Protector. You willing to burn 10 of that?
Yeah, I can burn 10 of that.
I'm trying to think. I might just have to. I mean, you have another attack coming your way. I might just eat this one for you. I'll just eat this one
Thank you, Legend.
fully.
All right, spending it all.
With yep, for Chosen Protector.
Okay. Ooh. We have just shown a Chosen Protector. Yeah. This attack's now coming after you. Hi, bigger threat.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Bigger threat. 36 at you.
That's gonna have to be armor blocks.
All right, yep, so sheer 1. So 2 armor blocks.
2 armor blocks, but Glorious Rebuke procs.
Okay. Ooh.
So, yep, that is. Let me see. I think that just. It almost gets me back to max, I think.
And then 1 final attack from the swarm near you.
Mm-hmm.
12 then.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
cool. I'll burn stamina points.
Okay. And now the swarm next to Dawn. And it is fully powered too, so 30 to you, Dawn.
Oh, wow. Wow. Well, that's gonna be basically all of my stamina.
Gotcha. Then, as you quickly load up 4 arrows onto your bow's string, you fire in quick succession into these creatures that spin upward towards you like these hands made out of black hungering flesh as you scramble backward along the kind of the mossy stone. And as you kind of look beyond, your breath kind of coming out of you in these harsh gasps, you can see more of them come through the portal. Another swarm. So it'll be the invasion swarm's turn. Reuben, you are up as your horse is whinnying and prancing as the swarm is beneath you, trying to swarm up and over you.
Okay. Let's see here. I mean, I should have plenty enough movement. I'm going to get down here, take the debt, and I'm going to just action grab Harlan
Okay,
onto the horse.
sounds good.
Yep. And then looking at this, is this pottery?
It's like jugs of like alcohol and ale.
Okay, and then this is all like berries and stuff over here, right?
That's fruit, yeah.
Yeah, fruit. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah.
And this
Yeah,
is
we're gonna.
meat.
Yeah, that's a little far out of the. Hey, what's this? Is that a? Is, do they call those buildings?
No, that's straw, Brandon. That's stupid.
Yeah.
That's a straw hat argument. I don't believe you. All right. So we're gonna
A straw
get
hat
out of here
argument.
then.
Okay.
And then we're gonna go this way. Can I background action and try to like just knock this over as we're going?
Sure, make a physical check.
Cool. The detriment from running away from creatures only applies for attacks, right?
Correct.
Cool.
Luckily.
Luckily. I remember I learned this 410 days ago.
Oh, what a stunning 410 days it has been.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Is that 3 fucking... Yeah, let's go.
Yes.
3 successes.
Then as you knock it over, the invasion swarm closest to Dawn has to scuttle backward to avoid being crushed, as Dawn is kind of out of the way of the collapsing produce.
And yeah, Ruben's getting off the battlefield.
Awesome. Then, so you guys get off the battlefield. Dawn, what are you doing?
Yeah, I would like to try something similar. I was gonna move up right here. Sorry, I'm still on the ruler. And kind of kick this leg out so it just all collapses down and then move past it.
Yeah, go ahead and make a physical check then.
I just fucking stubbed my toe. Fuck!
Yeah,
You want
I'll just
Meropis?
keep moving. No, I'll
Okay.
like move around it so that way my scent at least is over here and maybe it'll stop this group for just a little bit of time and then I'll keep going.
gotcha. Then you
Not
can...
everyone could be Ruben.
Not everyone can be
Yeah.
Ruben, but everyone at this point can be off the battlefield as you begin to kind of retreat, northward, getting out of the town. You hear the sounds of like screams as fire is beginning to rise up from behind, as you can see the swarm beginning to manifest and make its way forward. Are you guys just fucking running?
Oh yeah, we're fucking
Yep.
booking it.
Oh,
Hey,
Yeah.
there's a lot of festival stuffs where I'm just knocking shit over with my lance.
gotcha. Then go ahead and make a physical check for me then.
Could I grant him the help action by aiding him with my warhammer?
No.
Okay.
No. Hell yeah, I got nothing. Let's go.
Well, actually, no, I suppose you could. Yeah, go ahead and do that, as that will be your contribution to this skill challenge.
Okay.
So that's added to his roll, or I make my own?
No, that's added to his, so he will get the rerolls.
Okay,
Gotcha.
so that's should be 3, right? Yep.
Yep.
Boo, 2 unfortunately.
2. Okay. Then, as you start, like, knocking over produce, you hear this screeching as, like, you were kind of, like, out, but now the invasion swarm has, like, begun to lock onto you and is continuing its pursuit as you hear that vile screeching behind. So that is Ruben and Harlan. That is 2 successes out of 8 required.
Hell yeah, we're fucked.
And
And
Am I able to use a background action in this moment, or no?
it depends.
I just want to use one of my diamond cards. It requires a background action to use, so I can get a new card.
I don't think you could get a new card, no.
No.
I think you could play a card, but not get a new one.
Damn, that's really not good. That's not good at all. I guess I guess River can try and just rally people, keep their spirits focused and higher. It's okay. We're gonna be fine. We have a plan. We'll make it through. This will be okay. We got this.
Make a power cap spirit check.
Not power capped.
I mean, like, what are you gonna... It's all gonna be okay? Like...
A plan.
Captain, we hear you. Everyone's fucking screaming, and the rats are screaming.
Hey, I still got 2 though.
That's still good as, like, your cry and, like, your words, like, it's loud enough where it actually just, like, helps to keep people together and moving in the right direction.
Yay.
Okay, Oh my god, okay. There's a couple things that I'm going to be pulling on here, so I'm sorry if it's a little chaotic. With Traveler's Knowledge, I always know the fastest path to a destination whose location you know. I know where we want to go.
That's correct.
With Eagle Eyes, I have a bonus to checks made to see objects, people, or places. Wrapping these together, I guess it would either be physical or mental. I want to take us through places that look like they are the most open to us, but also might be like alleyways and stuff where we would basically be forcing these creatures into smaller quarters, so that way it might slow them down.
Well, you're in the forest now.
We are? Okay, then
Yeah, you're northward, so...
keeping us on the path towards where we're fucking going, trying to loose them.
Gotcha, trying to get into the highlands. Okay, go ahead and make a physical check at benefit 2.
Okay. I assume I can't add Eagle Eyes to this.
Eagle Eyes is benefit, right?
D6 is equal to power score.
Oh, then benefit 1 and then D6 is equal to power score.
Okay, cool. I appreciate that.
Who's
I don't
got them
have a
hero
hero point.
points?
Yeah, I got hero points if you want.
Okay, I can go one at a time.
Okay.
Do you have more?
Yeah, I have 4 left now.
You want me to go again?
Yeah. Take that last shot.
Yep. Shit.
The waters blesseth us.
Thank God.
So I'm just gonna say 1 would have been Lucas, 2 would have been Ruben, 3 would have been Dawn, 4 would have been Harlan, 5 would have been River, 6 would have been the horse. The person who would have died would have been the horse.
No, not the horse.
Not the horse.
As at this point, you begin to shout out orders at this moment. And as you start to, like, see the path, you start to ascend upward, Dawn, higher and higher and higher. As you make your way up kind of this mountainous path that you have learned through your years kind of as part of a nomadic tribe, you can see kind of this unstable bit of rock as you are ascending this mountain road. You take an arrow, knock it, say a silent prayer to the living waters, and fire. The arrow sails through the air, then impacts into that perfect spot as you and your allies make your way through, as the path behind collapses in, as these abominable creatures are buried in the rubble. As now all of you go ahead and ascend to the high places. You look down below now, Harlan. And as you are kind of running, you see a field. And in that field, there is a lamb. The lamb is crying out. And you can see as the black tide makes its way over to this beautiful white creature, you can see the fire reflected in the snow white wool. And then that wool turns red as the swarm washes over it. And it is gone. Purity erased. As you all finally kind of take a moment to breathe, looking down from the cliffside at what has happened in Trindisvarn. Preservers, what are you doing?
Pushing everyone kind of back from the cliff face closer to the, more stable ground.
You can do that.
Who among us is looking the most hurt? Is it? I know I'm fairly beat up, but did anyone else take much damage?
I'm at 5 of 35.
I'm doing okay.
You're at 5 of 35. I'll spend a minute giving you triage then. You'll get 11 stamina back.
Take care of Lucas.
It's okay. I can take care of Lucas. And Ruben will move over.
And you can see like this 12-year-old kid is terrified, eyes wide, looking down. Ruben, I don't know what happened. I don't know what I did wrong.
Probably wasn't your fault. What, we fail once and we're damned? I don't believe that for a minute.
It's because we didn't have all the artifacts. I let something through.
Lucas, if what the friar said is to be believed, this occurred way before you even started. That disease in courts, it has to have been them.
Hey, I saw him at the stables before you even started.
What?
Yeah.
So they've been here for a while?
Fortunately, I think so.
They must have taken advantage of what we were trying to do today. I'm sorry, Lucas. For what it's worth, I was very proud of you. You remembered all your lines perfectly.
Dawn, my sister, Serena, she was supposed to handle the festival at Quartz.
She had her own preservers with her. If they were worth their stuff, they would have gotten her out of there. We'll just have to meet up with her. I bet she's worried about you too.
Okay. But where can we go? Should we try and get the artifacts? Try and... I know that my father, he told me if anything bad ever happened and home was not safe, that we were supposed to go to Castle Carlier. But I was there when the portal opened. Maybe I could close it. Well, I don't know.
I think we gotta listen to your father's advice on this one. Get somewhere safe. Get some nice walls to protect us.
The walls will work?
If not, I'll make them work.
I trust you, Reuben.
Ah, damn right. We'll get through this.
Yes. Yes, we will.
Ah. Anyways, can't march all night. Might have to get set up here. Maybe higher up they won't be able to, I don't know, find us.
We can find an alcove and take turns keeping watch just in case. Heading to the castle sounds like the best idea for now. Once we get there, we can get supplies and reassess.
I guess the real question is we have to talk about a path. I mean, we can't trek through all these mountains. Take ages.
I mean, I know my way around. Do I know how long it would take us to get to... I believe it would be about here.
Probably about a day. You'd be going through heavy mountainous country, but it's a path that your tribe has walked. Like, you do know a path. It's not like a well-maintained road or anything. It would be difficult, but theoretically, you could make it.
It'd be about a day's hike, but they'd have to scramble up here. And it's unlikely that others would be walking the same path. I believe that this would be our safest option. I fear that keeping to a main road, like an artery, it would get clogged. People, fire, animals, perhaps
I
even
agree with the main
the waters
path.
themselves.
Avoiding it. I agree with that.
We could also cut through the deep green. I'm familiar with that area as well, but not being able to see what's ahead of us concerns me. At least here, it's a little more open. Granted, not as much as flat plain, but... And, of course, heading through the green, I mean, that'd take us close to, the epicenter? More people
Possibly.
would be fleeing through that way. If we were to cut through there, we'd be... this way. Come around here. There would be supplies. Rock Valley. Mostly. Not necessarily food, but harder things, minerals. We wouldn't really... Through the mountains, we wouldn't have a place to stop. We would just have to keep going through the mountains and hope that what we have works for us.
Personally, I prefer the mountains, I think. I agree with what you said about it being more open. I don't like the idea of having to keep watch for those things through all the undergrowth of the deep green.
And if we were to take the mountains once we get about up here, there is a path through the forest that would keep us off the main road if we decide that that's something that we need. Going through the deep green, our only choice is the green, and then this road from rock to castle.
Gotcha. Is there another path off to the right if we continue down the mountains to go around like this way? Or if we go through the mountains, we're most likely going to have to just veer to rock forest.
The route that I'm most familiar with would take us about right here. But we could certainly tread towards the east. We could try. I don't think anything is assured now. Right.
True. Let's stick with your plan of what you know, and heading towards the rock forest is my opinion.
Okay. At least keeping up in the mountains the shorter peaks will be able to get a better look at the terrain, see how far they've moved. But for now, I think it is best that we do our best to calm our nerves and get what respite we can.
I'll pick up first watch.
Understood.
I can take
Yeah.
second.
I guess I'll take third.
Dawn,
Yes.
could you take third instead?
I can. River, would you take breakfast?
Oh, I do make a good breakfast. I can do that. Yeah.
Good. I think we'll need it for the trek. It will be rocky. I'm not sure how good of hikers you all are, but I'll make sure we keep to a good path.
Yeah. I think I have some of that seaweed left in my bag.
I like this plan a lot better.
Good.
Then will all of you attempt to get some rest?
Mm-hmm. As we do, I know we're not Aether Souls, so the rest of a night, that would be equivalent to a quick rest versus being a long rest.
Correct.
I'll use my doctor power to have Harlan regain a health block since we're taking a quick rest now.
Okay.
Thank you for my life.
All good.
And while we're resting, I'll make sure that at least somebody is next to Lucas.
Mm-hmm. You could make sure of that, as you would see that he would be awake, his one good eye kind of looking out the fires below in Trindisvarn.
Gold for your thoughts.
My uncle, he gave me and my sister a book. She was so excited to read it. I have a bad feeling that so many are now amongst the living waters. And if she's there, Dawn, then there can be no books, no pages. She would never be able to read it. I don't know what to
Living
do.
waters. I don't know what to do either. I understand that. The living waters flow through us all, though, and those people that now reside with it live within us. They read our stories just as we do. That's what I think, anyway. So we'll find you that book, and if that's where she resides now, you'll read it for her. To her. But we shouldn't mourn of what we don't know already.
You're right. Of course.
I don't blame you, though, for being worried.
I think I'm going to get some sleep, Dawn.
Of course, kid. We'll be here if you need anything. Just wake one of us up or find the one on watch. We're not going anywhere.
And as you say this, Lucas would smile. And he would fall asleep. And it would be here
Just brush his hair.
where we would end the session for today. As we will pick up next week with the continuation of the rat race.
Oh yeah,
Exciting.
dude.
Since-
I don't know.
Thank you
I
for the
really
session.
love these short little ones.
Mhm.
We get...
With with the quick rest, would we regain the stamina?
Yes, you would.
Not armor
Okay.
though.
Correct.
Not armor, no.
Not armor.
But hey,
Okay.
stamina do be important.
My 2 armor blocks are gone already.
Ugh.
You might throw
That
away the
includes
armor.
armor stamina.
Correct.
My apologies. Okay.